everyone. Infinite peace, love, and compassion to all. So here's the video. It's a little about myself. For anybody who wants to know some random stuff about me. Might know about the law of time and stuff, but there's a lot more to it than that. Right? Everyone's got a story. Everyone likes to connect. So I'm going to link this into my spiritual awakening throughout the video. So my name is Joel Kenny. I come from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and live here, and I've always lived here, right at the same place, same house. There's a brief time that I moved out that was really important, but anyways, still living at home for now, because the universe wanted to have me learn stuff and not spend money on whatever. Anything happens perfectly. So just gonna keep walking around because I kind of don't want to get bit by mosquitoes that much. Alright, so grew up here. A little place kind of near a little bit of forest over there, but city, 200,000 people. Growing up in school, I don't know, I was always athletic, one of the smartest kids in the class. That leads to different things in life. Seeking validation through knowledge and stuff like that. So yeah, like I would when like I'm not as good at math as I used to be, honestly. And like I remember coming second place in a couple like county-wide math contests. So that's always kind of been a strength of mine, science and math. In high school, so I was always a straight A student. In high school, I started getting into smoking marijuana, cannabis, as well as spending a lot more time playing video games. Like my life would be smoking weed and playing video games. And even like a lot of my family doesn't know how much school I skipped because I hit it so well. But on my report card, I would have like 34 out of 70 days missing. I guess, I don't know, I see it all as a blessing now. Because who knows if I would have gotten to this point had none of that happened. Anyways, so I kind of maintained still like 70 average, even while not handing anything in except for tests. By the way, all French school, completely bilingual. On parle le français. Not that good anymore, but it's always going to be there. So I don't know, due to those things, I literally just didn't get enough to go into what I wanted, human kinetics in university. And so my other choice was go to college, which I didn't really feel called to any of the courses in college. So I picked chemical laboratory technology. So it's like being a chemistry lab technician. And so yeah, by the way, this was 2010 at this point, right after high school. And this is when one of my friends started getting into conspiracy theories. And like, you know, everything about what I knew about the world changed completely. All the ugliness of it, well, not all of it, but, you know, the illusion revealed itself, so to say. And so this was when I'm like almost a year done the first one of this course. And the only thing I'm thinking in my head is like, wow, like I'm just going to be a pawn for these oil companies. And so I was kind of losing my mind for different reasons. Like, this was like right after the Fukushima event happened, and I was pretty much convinced the world was like ending. And so I just kind of left the class and got a job at a lumber yard, or like kind of like a Home Depot type place. And from there, I was there for 7 years. And now, in 2011, that was the first time that I was introduced to the 13 moon calendar in Dreamspell. It was from alternative sources, and I remember them talking about the Rainbow Bridge and aliens and a bunch of stuff. I honestly didn't even clue into chakras yet at this point, although I did see a video of a monk. Other people may have seen this as well. And the monk makes the paper catch on fire with his hands. So I learned how to like breathe in and out of my solar plexus through that, but I didn't even know it was my solar plexus. Just trying to make fire and move energy. I would use it to like suck the electromagnetic energy out of my head and stuff. Whether that works, who knows. So, get into the 13 moon calendar. Very little bit. And back then it's like there wasn't any apps or anything. It was always finding the galactic signature on your own and putting it together, like the two halves of a poem. And like I thought it was cool, but I never really followed it for that long. But one of the interesting things is that I had found and would meditate to these Galactic Meditation videos from Jose Arguelles. And these Galactic Meditation videos, so they're called Galactic Meditation number 1 through 10. Number, not number. Nummer. And you know, I would go and listen to these, sit and like go into trance, like samadhi, and just listen to the whatever's going on, never really thinking much of it. Sometimes I would be like consciously looking at the videos, which were filled with tons of different galactic pictures and images and diagrams, most of which were channeled by Jose Arguelles and Stephanie South and among other people, and it's just great. I never understood any of it back then. It's just like, whoa, right? Like, wow, you know, power of the people, wisdom arousing, all this cool stuff. So this is like very, very rarely, every once in a while throughout the years, I would go back to the Galactic Meditation videos for very, very brief amounts of time. And yeah, that was just that point. So this is like in between 2011 and 2017, 18. All right. So this next part of like, this is like what I really consider my spiritual awakening, because it didn't happen the first time, I guess, or it did. One thing to be noted is like I kind of felt like learning my galactic signature, it transformed me over time. It was like the seed got planted and it slowly transformed until it was like, hey, you're ready, Joel, we want you, we're the planet, hey, come help us, you know. I think I might have been channeling some fairies just then. Yeah, there's definitely some in this field. It's always filled with people playing and stuff. Anyways, some good activations going on. Crown chakra right now. So I was about, oh yeah, I guess my background was Catholic, by the way. And so this is kind of random, but in 2017, which was actually a really amazing day, I just knew it was going to be a great one. It was October 17th, 2017. 1717. Shout out to Sven. And this was Queens of the Stone Age concert. And it was a great time. Such a great time that the only thing that I could think about after that awesome concert in Detroit, Michigan was, wow, when is the next time am I gonna see these guys in concert? And next time I do, I am going to be so prepared and know the song so well that it's gonna be amazing. So a little bit later, oh yeah, also at this point, I think it was about a little bit after, it might have been a little bit before, where I had met a friend of mine who is pretty well known for his crystals. His name is Ryan Dixon, if you want to look him up. So he picked me up to go skateboarding with another buddy. And so I remember just hopping in the back seat, start playing some bongo drums. And one of the really interesting things was that he was holding a crystal. And, you know, like a Lemurian quartz crystal. This, like, I was kind of thinking of it, like, it was kind of triggering me, like, because in the Galactic Meditation videos, they would show double terminated crystals and stuff like that. So, you know, we skateboarded, we were hanging out with some people and connecting with some rocks and crystals, saying, like, as above, so below. It kind of got me thinking of stuff, but I didn't really think anything of it. This was, again, of fall of 2017. So that's yellow crystal seed year. Anyways. Yeah, I'm just like walking in circles. I honestly don't know if my phone's gonna die soon. Maybe I'll cut this video into 2. Well, alright, so I'll just finish this part. Yeah. So, as I'm preparing for this next Queens of the Stone Age concert, I'm seeing, you know, looking at their set lists of their tour, you know, to see what songs to prepare for. And they got 7 albums that span over 20 years. So, 22 years at this point. So there's a lot of music, but I kind of had it narrowed down to about 10 songs that they play at every concert. And one of them kind of caught me by surprise, and it was called My God is the Sun. And immediately it just kind of like snapped and hit me like, oh yeah, the Mayan stuff, the 13 moon calendar. And so I went to do some Galactic Meditations. And for some reason, I think it was because it was like on a PlayStation 4, and sometimes the videos don't play in the right order. And instead of just running through the Galactic Meditation videos, number 1 through 10, it went to a video about the messengers. And in this video, it talks about how, I hope I'm getting this right, that Pakalvatan projected himself through time, through the double terminated crystals, maybe it's to gain information from. But so it's in the totality of the universe inside the crystal. And so there's a time fractal with the three main prophets of this earth, in all due respect: Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad. So Buddha, I'm pretty sure people don't know exactly when he was born. Buddha was born 570 years before Jesus. Jesus, 0 BC. And then Muhammad was born 570 years exactly after that. So it's like, boom, time fractal. And like, whoa, like numbers, that's cool. And so after that video, it went to Cosmic History Chronicles Volume 7, Book of the Cube. And so it starts talking about the 441 matrix and it being an interdimensional system and stuff. And that's how it began. So I'm gonna end this video and continue it. Yeah.